Okay guys, I got myself a new toy here. This was an eBay purchase. It's an Everlast PowerTig 185. So it's a 185 amp AC/DC TIG welder. You can see it's on DC right now. This has a couple of groovy little features. We have AC frequency and AC balance adjustment. Pretty much all TIG welders can be a stick welder. I've got it set to TIG right now. My kit did not come with a stinger, an arc, a stick welding electrode holder. I, at this point in time, don't plan to get one because I pretty much just use MIG and TIG. So this is amperage control, post flow, it could be lift arc or high freak start. I'm just going with high freak start. Here's nearly everything that it came with. It's a number 17 torch. Now I've got a number 8 cup on there right now. I bought that at my local welding store when I was buying filler rod. The kit came with a couple of number 4 cups. Now, like I said, this is an eBay purchase. Not every single one of them listed came with a foot pedal. So if you're going to go the eBay route like I did, make sure that if you want the foot pedal control, that it says so in the listing. Okay? All of them come with Fingertip Switch. Okay? I took it off. When I got the kit, it was zip tied to the torch and then to the cable itself. I took it off. I'll probably use this at some point in time. I'm certainly not going to throw it away. You know, I do some exhaust work and stuff like that where you're laying underneath the car and it's hard to use a foot pedal. You can kind of, you know, tweak it with your knee a little bit sometimes. I've done that before, but this will make it a little bit easier. However, I won't have amperage control. So whatever my amperage is that I set on the machine, that's what's going to come out of the control. I don't have fine adjustment with like I would with a foot pedal. Comes with this just a regular old clamp. Now mine uses a 35 DINS connector, and this was a big selling point for me. It's dual voltage. So the plug that's hardwired to the machine is 220, and it comes with this little pigtail adapter down to 110. Now here at my house, I don't have 220 volt yet. It's something that I'm probably going to install in the future, but I do go to my friend's house. You know, I've got my buddy who's building motorcycles. I go over there and do welding work for him and a few other friends, and none of them have 220 in their garage. They only have 110, and I don't imagine that they would install 220. They just simply don't need it. So this makes it portable for me, and then I can go to my friend's house, plug it into their wall, and I'm good to weld. So this is all the parts that it came with. We'll get it set up and we'll start laying some beads. So there's the completed weld. It's got a nice ripple pattern. I'm certainly not going to list this as any kind of weld porn or anything like that. I don't have a whole lot of experience TIG welding. Like I said, I did take a few TIG welding classes at a local community college several years ago, and really what I learned was the fundamentals of TIG welding. There's really nothing that can replace time behind the mask and just practice laying beads and laying beads. But I'm happy with that. I didn't dip the tungsten, which I tend to do. I'm working on that. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let me show you the final little weld there. So it's cooled down pretty well. But you can see my first bead there was much better than my second bead. This was my attempt at my arc shot. But you can see the bead is much nicer down here. The heat affected zone is much less than it is up here. So I've still got some practice. I still need to spend some time behind the mask. Like I said before, I've taken classes, some TIG welding classes, and learned the fundamentals of just TIG welding, and I took some MIG welding classes years ago as well. You can't beat seat time. You can't beat practice time, and as I like to say, time behind the mask. You just have to do it. So that's it for now. I do have a CK number 9 torch with some CK Superflex hose, and of course get the cups, the collets, and a gas lens kit for the number 9. That's on order. I ordered that this afternoon. That should be here, I don't know, a few days. And when that shows up, we'll plug that into the machine and try it out. I've never used a gas lens. I'm really curious to see how much better the shielding is than a traditional collet or a gas diffuser. And so I do know one thing: if you want those golden, bluish, rainbow type welds, shielding is one of the main factors in that, and good flow and a high amount of shielding. So we'll be playing with that when that shows up. So for right now, I appreciate y'all watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.